Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. We are so blessed to have so many beautiful light workers in our midst today, wanting to hear this message that we want to share with you. My name is Clare Gray. I have a 35 plus year background in applied kinesiology. I'm a certified emotion code and body code practitioner, a soul realignment practitioner, Psych K facilitator, and founder of Soul Elements Past Life Healing. And Anya and I wanted to get together and show you how powerful you really are, because so many of us, especially in times like these, can get into a state where we feel victims and we don't know how to change our reality into something that we really want. And we want you to know you're incredibly powerful and you have the power to change. So over to you, Anya.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Claire. Yes, Claire and I have had the privilege of working together over many lifetimes prior. And it was quite incredible when in this current lifetime we met and recognized many energies within us that allowed us to understand why it feels so like we know each other, so comfortable. And it was quite humbling to then go through our journey and find that we've actually been 4 and probably plus lifetimes together as healers and bringing the light through and the truth of the power that we possess within has always been within us. And we're just all remembering. So I'm honored to be here and to be a witness and hold space for all these beautiful souls that are joining us here today. My journeys began so many lifetimes ago, but in this current incarnation, over 21 years ago, I was gifted a lesson, a journey of some health ailments. I was diagnosed with MS over 21 years ago. And this really was one of the largest shadows that I had to walk through. But going through the shadow is how you get to the light. And through my personal journey, I then was able to open myself up and to connect even deeper into the gifts. And that's when Reiki was brought to me. And I am so grateful for for that lesson, for receiving that and to see the gift within my diagnosis at that time. And thanks to it, I am standing in front of you today, a Reiki master. I also do coaching, spiritual coaching, helping others to connect to the light within and their truth and their authentic selves. I'm also a quantum healing hypnosis practitioner, so QHHT, which is a modality that Dolores Cannon had created many, many eons ago. And I really feel privileged to be able to bring her work to the many souls that I come in contact here and allow them to connect with those stories that just need revisiting, to let go of those energies so they can live their gorgeous life and unlock their potential that they came here to live. And so I welcome everyone here with us today. Thank you. And we'll just go to the next slide. And in the next slide, my loves, I'm going to ask everyone, if you don't already have your journal or pen and paper, to please just take 30 seconds to grab some paper and pen, because we'll be working with pen and paper today as we're journeying and as we're connecting to our inner wisdom. So go ahead.
Okay, and we invite you to please use the chat box function to ask questions. We're going to be answering questions at the end of the webinar. So just put them in there and we can take a look later. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing the difficult questions. I knew you could take difficult questions. I'll take the easy ones. The webinar should be around an hour, but it could go a little bit longer. We would love it if you could stay, just play in our sandbox for a little longer if you want to, because we do have a surprise gift for you at the end. So yeah, we do encourage you to stay if you are able to, and if you don't have any commitments after 12. Okay.
Beautiful. All right, so let's just dive right in. The power of the subconscious mind. What is guiding your life? Is it your conscious intention, or is it your subconscious beliefs? So we will journey together and understand a little bit more of this powerhouse that's in charge of what is going on in our lives through our beliefs. So let's explore the difference between the conscious and the subconscious, as these two play such a pivotal role in our lives. So the conscious mind is the present moment. It is those thoughts, it's our dreams, it's our feelings. Now, the conscious mind contains all of the thoughts and feelings and wishes, which we are aware of at any given time. So it really is the present moment. It is the now. And this is the aspect of our mental processing that we use to think and talk about rationally. It is the now. Now, Freud described the conscious mind as consisting of all the mental processes of which we are aware. And this is seen as the tip of an iceberg. So, for example, you may become aware of a feeling like, oh, I'm feeling thirsty. So you decide to go get a drink of water. According to Freud, the unconscious mind is the primary source of human behavior. So like an iceberg, the most important part of the mind is the part you can't see. And our feelings, motives, and decisions are actually powerfully influenced by our past experiences and stored in the unconscious mind. So this part, the conscious mind, is only 1 to 5% in charge. It really, the subconscious is the master creator. So as we go into the next slide, we'll learn a little bit more about this master creator who's in charge.
So the picture on the left is of an iceberg, and that gives you a good indication of the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind works below the level of consciousness. It does all the stuff that you aren't aware of. So like bodily functions, you don't have to consciously think about breathing and your heart rate. I mean, you'd be a complete mess if you had to consciously think about breathing and your heart beating. It influences your behavior, your thoughts, your emotions, and it directs your life because it's so powerful. It's always awake and alert. So it's where your dreams come from at night, and it knows everything. It knows every person you have ever met, every emotion you have ever felt, all the memories that you have, all your feelings and all your memories. And it can do 1 trillion things at once. And it doesn't discriminate. So if you have a negative belief, it just considers that a belief. It doesn't think, oh, it's negative, that's not going to be very good for this person. It's just a belief, and it will try to create a reality around that belief.
Mm-hmm. So the subconscious mind, as it's working below, and its job is just what you think, I will give you more. Examples of your subconscious mind includes fears, beliefs, desires, and memories that you may not even be aware of. So examples of this as well, and how you can access this. Hypnosis is amazing, and just quieting the mind. Your subconscious mind is like a huge memory bank. Its capacity is virtually unlimited, and it permanently stores everything everything that has ever happened to you. By the time you reach the age 21, you've already permanently stored more than 100 times the content of the entire Encyclopedia Britannica. Right? And so that's amazing. And under hypnosis, we find that people often remember with perfect clarity, with sounds, with colors, just gorgeous clarity. They remember events from years before, past events, and your unconscious memory is virtually perfect. It's your conscious recall that may be a bit suspect. So the function of your subconscious mind is to store and retrieve data. It's like a record and playback mechanism. Its job is to ensure that you respond exactly the way you were programmed to. Your subconscious mind makes everything you say and do fit a consistent pattern, fit your consistent belief.
So the subconscious mind is the part that is in control of your life, whether you like it or not. It controls 95 to 99% of your mind and is over 1,000,000 times more powerful than your conscious mind. So put basically, your beliefs are what is in control. And put another way, it's the parts that you are unaware of that's running your life. So what does that mean?
Imagine this part of you, the subconscious mind, is actually running the show. And the subconscious mind, it does affect your behavior, and understanding its power and those beliefs help us to make positive change. So truly, your body speaks your mind. So what I'm saying is that the role of the mind and emotions is a vital one. It affects your state, your health, and your life. Therefore, there is a real intimate dynamic relationship between what's going on in your life with your feelings and thoughts and what's happening in your body and in your life. Simply put, our beliefs run our lives. And Claire is going to take us through a very, very beautiful example of that.
Okay, so this is the story of Billy. Billy's 5 years old, and his dad, who tends to be a bit of a perfectionist, is teaching him to ride a bike. But because Billy knows that his father wants him to be perfect, it creates this stress, and he struggles with riding his bike. His friends are already riding their bike. Billy has still got his training wheels on. So at age 5, all of a sudden, Billy has this feeling that he's a failure and has actually stored that emotion inside of him. So he's got this vibration around failure. And what happens is these emotions have a specific vibration. And because the universe works in such a way that the universe will try and match that vibration. So more experiences around failure will be attracted to poor Billy. So poor Billy feels a failure. And now Billy goes to school. And because his father wants him to be so perfect, he struggles at school because it's stressful. He doesn't make friends very easily. And now he's trapped the emotions of feeling lost and low self-esteem. So that initial emotion of failure has been reinforced over time. And that's how a belief starts to be created, because it's reinforced. Now Billy leaves school. He now has a belief that he is unworthy. That limiting belief is really strong. He believes he won't amount to anything. And it is strong. It's got rebar in it. It's got the strongest cement, and it's fully insulated. And it's not going anywhere. That's there for life. But Billy's lucky. He now gets a job with a guy who just sees a little spark in Billy and feels that he can nurture him and bring something out of him that hasn't been brought out before. So he praises Billy and really tries to encourage him to stretch himself. And then all of a sudden, Billy starts to think, oh, maybe I can make something of my life. And over time, with a lot of encouragement from his boss, he thinks maybe I could become a manager, or maybe I could even start my own business. All of a sudden, he's getting more confident. But guess what? That belief that he's unworthy is still there. And as soon as he isn't focused on his dream, that little voice keeps coming up saying, why are you doing this? You can't do this. You don't have the brains to do this. Like, you're unworthy of success. So a few positive instances won't break that belief. It won't knock that wall down. And what happens is you use 70% of your energy trying to keep that negative belief down. It's like it will bubble up and it's like, no, I don't want to see that. I want to focus on my goal. But that 70% of your energy should be focused into creating your goal. But people have positive beliefs as well. And it's exactly the same thing. So imagine you're a really good cook. You've been cooking since really young and your mum used to teach you how to make cakes and cookies. And over your life, people have always praised you. So you're now an adult and you have a belief that you're a good cook. Now, if you make a cake and it's sunk, that wouldn't destroy that positive belief you had. You just go, okay, I learned my lesson. I won't make that recipe again. But one negative event will not destroy a positive wall. So how do you create your vision? How do you change your life? So you first of all, you want to visualize the future that you want, and you use your conscious mind to do that. That is fabulous at visualizing. And you maybe create a vision board and you do your affirmations every day. So probably a lot of people with us today do their affirmations and they have a vision board and they're wondering, okay, so why isn't my life changing? So let's see what that looks like. So there we've got a picture. That is the vision in your conscious mind. And we've used the graphic of a deserted island with an umbrella and 2 deck chairs and a margarita. And this is just to represent abundance. So it could be abundance of anything. This is just a representation. It could be abundance of good health, abundance of money, abundance of love. So this is what is in your conscious mind and you're really focused on it. But will that work?
So did that belief come from a past life, from your past experiences, or was it inherited? Learning and going into the subconscious mind helps you understand that as you think, so you become. Because this part is so powerfully influenced by our past experiences, if you do not find a way to understand them by being able to express and resolve them through the mind, it will come out somewhere else. So those beliefs, if you do not express them, it will come out through the weakest point. So I'll give you an example. Think of a toothpaste tube and imagine the top is still on that tube and you're squeezing that tube. We'll pretend this crystal is the toothpaste tube and you're squeezing that toothpaste, but the cap is still on. What will eventually happen is it will find the weakest point, which is usually at the base, at the bottom, and it will burst out. Well, that's exactly what happens to us, is if we do not express those emotions and feelings when they come up, then they will find the weakest point, whether it's your digestive system, your nerves, your immune system, which happened to be in my case, or your sleep. It will push it down, and it will become an illness, or it could be anxiety or depression, because it's just that energy that's wanting to be expressed so it could move. And now over to you, Claire.
So this is what is in your subconscious mind, or could be for this presentation. So all of a sudden you're looking to create abundance, but in your subconscious mind, you've got a belief that you are unworthy. This is probably Billy's subconscious mind. So you're struggling with limiting beliefs, and it takes energy to change. And it also makes you fearful about changing because it is so counterintuitive to what you actually have in your subconscious mind. So how does that work in the real world? Well, this is what you're fighting against. On the right side of the screen, you have the vision that you are trying to create in your conscious mind. This is the vision board. These are the affirmations. But on the left-hand side, you have a belief in your subconscious mind. And remember, the subconscious mind is over 1 million times more powerful. So in actual fact, this picture is incorrect. The little picture on the right should actually be smaller than that, but you wouldn't see it. So we kind of made it a little bit bigger so you could actually see the graphic. But that's what you're working against. And the issue is the way the subconscious mind works. It will move heaven and earth to create a reality based on your beliefs. So this subconscious mind will attract life events that will reinforce that belief and that will be in alignment with that belief. But you can also have positive beliefs. So here's someone who has a vision in their conscious mind of abundance, and they also have a belief that they deserve abundance and should have abundance. So again, what I said, the subconscious mind will move heaven and earth to create a reality based on that belief. And that is where the law of attraction works. And this is not new age woo-woo stuff. This is science. It's actually quantum physics. You have this incredible subconscious mind that is even more powerful than we have described to you. That information's coming up in an upcoming webinar. But it will send out a vibration into the field of infinite possibilities and draw to you what matches that vibration. So in this case, abundance. So basically, just put very, very simply, your conscious mind and your subconscious mind have to work in harmony. And then we get to look at happy and peaceful as that little boy. So your vision has to match your belief. Basically, you can never surpass the program that you have stored in your subconscious mind. So if you have a belief of lack, you will never be able to surpass that. You have to change the beliefs you have in your subconscious mind. And the good news is that you can actually do that. But the big question is, what do you have in your subconscious mind? And because it's working below the level of consciousness, sometimes it's difficult to tell. So as a little exercise, we're just going to spend like a minute doing this exercise. And it's something that you can do as homework in your free time. But think of one thing that you're really good at. You might want to put it in the chat box if you like. One thing that you're good at, comes easily to you, and that you enjoy. It could be cooking. It could be being a parent. It could be being a teacher, anything. But what you're good at gives you an indication that you have a belief that supports that gift. Okay? So now think of something that you struggle with. Something that is difficult, doesn't come easily to you. Guess what? You have a belief that supports that struggle. Okay, so it's all about your beliefs. So that'll give you an indication of what you've got stored in your subconscious mind. But Anya's going to go even deeper.
And I love that. Thank you, everybody, for putting in the chat what you're very good at. And yeah, that's beautiful. Music, writing, cooking, banter and nurturing, making people laugh. I love that. Self-confidence, self-worth, receiving love and money. How beautiful. Yeah, music, gardening, organizing. Gorgeous. And it's really incredible, as Claire was talking, a story from a Buddhist monk came up in one of his teachings. And the story goes something like this. And there was a gorgeous, huge eagle's nest in a forest. And there was a huge storm. And the next day, the nest was on the ground. It had fallen. And there was 3 eggs in that nest. And 2 of them were broken, but there was one that survived that storm. There just happened to be a farmer, a chicken farmer, who was walking in the forest and noticed these eggs. And perhaps it was his subconscious, because he's a chicken farmer, noticed the egg, noticed the egg. And he saw the egg that had survived. And he took the egg, he brought it to his farm, and he gave it to the chickens to sit on, to take care, to nurture. And one day this egg was ready to crack, and the eagle was born. But this eagle was born in an environment with parents, with a chicken mama and a chicken papa that were constantly telling him, "You're a chicken, you can't fly. We don't fly." And all of his life, this eagle was growing up with this inherited belief that I can't fly. I can't fly. That's not possible. And so at the end of his life, when we take a look at this example, this eagle was born to fly, to be powerful, to explore. But his beliefs that he got inherited were very different, weren't they? It was the opposite of the truth. So what do you struggle with? And you can use whatever difficulties you have in order to learn and grow and to release those old patterns of belief. That's all you have to do. Just take a look at, what do I struggle with? And it's through awareness. So let's find out a little bit more with our next exercise. Let's have some fun. We're going to identify imbalances in our life. Now, as we begin to explore our beliefs, it's important to be grounded and centered. So what we're going to first start with is a really very simple grounding exercise. So we're going to ground ourselves. So I invite you to get comfy. If you like to close your eyes, you can. If you like to just bring your awareness down, then please go ahead. The only thing I will ask is that your feet are on the floor. Good. And just focus on your feet. Just feel the earth supporting you through your feet. And just feel that energy coming up, that support from Mother Gaia. And notice your breath and invite yourself to take a nice deep breath into your belly and to extend and lengthen your exhale. And imagine that your feet can breathe and connect you to the earth. Breathing and connecting with our body grounds our energy. This helps us prepare ourselves for our creative resourcing. You can imagine that just like a tree, you have roots that go from your hips, lower back, and tailbone all the way down to the center of the earth. And you can breathe in and receive loving energy, healing energy from the earth. You can also imagine what color would be a healing color for you, and invite in that color through those roots with the support of Mother Gaia. And just let that fill up your whole body. This helps you to enjoy the resources of being stable, strong, centered, and grounded. And if you'd like, you could also surround yourself with that gorgeous healing, grounding energy. Just circle it around you. And some of you may be yawning as that energy is coming through. Beautiful. And when you're ready, you may take a nice deep breath in and release quickly through your mouth. And you may open your eyes and bring your awareness back to your room and your space. And now we are ready for a fun exercise diving into our beliefs. All right, my beautiful souls, grab your pen and paper, or just make sure they're in front of you. Now, at the top of your paper, if you could just write weak, neutral, and strong, 3 categories. Now let's give ourselves the opportunity to explore our beliefs. And as we're exploring these beliefs with no judgment, just awareness. So I really want us to just step back as an observer. And what's great is that we can do all of this in a simple way using our breath, attention, senses, and imagination as our tools. And those tools are with us all the time. So you can use this exercise anytime throughout the day that you would like to. So, no judgment, as we will review some key words and see what comes up for us. And it may be a sensation, it may be a feeling. So first thing, I want you to notice as a witnesser, witness, is this strongly charged? Is this weakly charged, or is it neutral? I really don't feel anything. And with that, as a witnesser, just witness. You may hear something. You may see something. That belief may show you where it came from. You may feel something. So just please write that down with awareness and just trust the first thing that pops into your mind, because that's your subconscious communicating with you. That's the subconscious going to the Rolodex and finding, oh, her belief around this. Oh, there you go. So trust the first thing that pops in. All right, let's go with our first belief. So take a deep breath in and release. And what belief comes up for you when I say money? Is there a strong charge around money, weak, or neutral? What emotions come up? You might hear a statement in your mind. Could be a statement from when you were young. Just allow whatever wants to come out. Just trust the first thing. Remember, no judgment. We're not going into the story. We're just writing, okay, this is what came up. Now, take another deep breath in and out to release that energy. And as you do that, what comes up for you when we say family? It could be a list of emotions as well. You may be surprised or not with what is the first emotion or thought when I say family? And work. Take another deep breath in. And when I say the word work, what comes up? How do you feel about your work? Take a moment and think about your work and witness what happens within your body, within your emotional body. Wait. Recognize the feeling in your body, your beliefs with no judgment, just awareness. Witness what happens within your vessel when you see the word wait. This can also be experienced as a thought, emotion, feeling, or statement. Or you may see pictures of someone or a situation. Just witness what comes up for you. And success. Now just notice what emotions and beliefs come up when I say success. You may notice triggering emotions or states. You may hear someone's words, someone's beliefs about success. And health. As you see that word health, what do you see? What do you feel? Just witness and observe. Allow this word's beliefs to be seen, to be heard. All right, my loves. Now look at your list. If you need to, you can look at that little baby first.
I think that kind of looks a bit like me on some of those words.
I love it. That's, you know what? That's probably like the light, the creator. That's like, come on, everybody. I believe in you. Find your light. Now, what triggered you? How did those words make you feel? What was it? How was it to complete that exercise? What did you learn? What did that exercise teach you about you and your beliefs?
So if you look at your list and what triggered you in those words and how those words made you feel, where you felt them in your body and what emotions came up, these are messages. Your body is always trying to communicate with you through that gut feeling when someone speaks to you or when you're in a certain situation, a pain in the body. You could have a sore knee, but is the sore knee because you fell down and hit your knee, or is your body trying to tell you something? And these are the messages. And this is why we called our webinar today Letters from Your Soul, because they are messages that your soul, your highest consciousness, is trying to tell you. So we're going to be asking you later who would like a message, because this is what we're going to be doing on this webinar too. So if you can think of any health issue you may have or situation in your life. So you could have recurring relationship situations, anything. is that trying to tell you a message? Because if you understood the message, you could then be able to make positive changes to change that.
All right, my loves. So now messages. And I saw in the chat, thank you for being a witnesser and sharing with everyone what you witnessed. Do any of you feel something in your body when we explored those 6 words? Money, family, work, weight, success, health. Choose one of those words that had a strong charge for you. Perhaps a belief that you would like to investigate a little bit further. And we're going to go into now our second exercise. Again, these are tools we're sharing with you that you will be able to use at any time. And then after, we're going to do the cord cutting and energetic links. All right, my love. So again, please get comfy. I always find my body needs to do a little shake, shake, shake when it gets comfy. That's right. That's right. And it's also, it's really in the animal kingdom, animals will actually do that after a trauma response. It's after something happens and they need to, it's kind of like a freeing and a moving of the energy. All right, my love. So let's give ourselves the opportunity to explore our beliefs again with no judgment, just awareness. And just close your eyes. And during this exercise, we're going to go within. So just connect with one of those beliefs. One of those beliefs that had a strong charge. And as you take a breath in and out, what do you feel in your body as you connect to this belief? As you connect to this belief, also connect to your emotions about this belief. And you can do this by focusing your attention within and notice which parts of your body those heavy emotions are being stored in. Just witness. And when you are aware of the affected part or parts of your body, place your hands there and breathe deeply into the emotion. And as you're doing this throughout your day, you could breathe deeply into that emotion for about a minute or two. And just notice with awareness what comes up. No judgment. And as you're noticing this part, you may notice and ask, who feels or acts this way? Was this belief inherited from someone else? It's someone else's narrative. Perhaps a parent, a teacher, a neighbor. Who has this belief? And then you can also look and see does this belief have a certain age? Or it might be you. You may see yourself as a younger version of yourself. And would they like to tell you something? Use all of your senses to investigate the origins of this belief. If this belief could talk, what would it want you to know? What does it want to share with you? Is there some wisdom you want to share with them? As you breathe, ask if this emotion has any messages for you. And just listen for the response. You may hear a word that gives you an insight into something you have been experiencing over and over again. Or you may remember a challenging experience in your life that you have not expressed or healed. Whatever your experience, do not judge it. What is there for you to learn? Are these beliefs yours or someone else's? And you can ask yourself, is there something about this part of me, this belief that I have, that could use my love, attention, acceptance, or forgiveness? Ask, what do you need? Beautiful. And if you're able to give whatever this belief needs with compassion and love, you can invite that in now. It may be a certain color, a certain feeling. Maybe this belief or feeling just needs a hug. And once you've finished and completed that part, just take a nice deep breath in and out. And then bring yourself back to your space and take a moment to write down what this process taught you. What came up for you? All right, everybody, how are you all feeling? Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Ali. Beautiful. Thank you, Kaya. And you can also ask yourself, in what way has this exercise changed how you think about your beliefs? Thank you, Ali. Absolutely. Thank you, Pretty. That's so beautiful, Kaya. And that's so true. The more you practice and go within, the more you understand you have all the tools within you. It's always been within us. We're just rediscovering all these tools. And now we will go into the cord cutting and energetic links to old beliefs. So again, if you just wanted to bring your awareness within and close your eyes, you may bring up any energetic attachments to people, places, things, including ancestral patterns or family wounds with this guided meditation. Any limiting beliefs. So we're going to go through a process where this is energetic hygiene cleansing. You can do it every day at the end of your day. Let's reclaim our power, let go, and allow beautiful new energy to come within. So this is a repeat after me. You can repeat it out loud as everyone's on mute, or you can say it in your mind, whatever feels right for you. As you go within, bring up the belief that you would like to cut cords with. It could also look like a person's face. Your subconscious mind knows how powerful this is. Now repeat after me. I ask for the divine, the light of love to flow through me, and act as a conduit to heal and forgive that which no longer is, for my highest good and the highest good of all. Thank you for your guidance, protection, and healing. I ask the divine to flow through the lotus at my crown and flow through to my heart. I ask for divine healing and forgiveness of myself and others. I ask for the strength to take responsibility for my life and allow others to take responsibility for themselves. I bring into my heart the qualities of unconditional love, understanding, and compassion for myself and others. I ask for the power of discernment and the strength to make informed decisions that are for my highest good and the good of all. With gratitude in my heart for once was, I release, I forgive, I heal, and let go of any attachments to this place, person, situation, thoughts, feelings, or way of being, and cut any etheric cords that are no longer serving my higher purpose. I ask that all cords attached to me that are not aligned with love, light, and positive attention to be released. And you can physically see yourself cutting those cords with scissors, with a knife, with a sword, with a lightsaber. Help me to release them and surround me with a healing light to protect me from future attachments. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the highest, greatest good of all. How does everyone feel after that? It's so true, isn't it? When you think, oh, there's another piece of the onion, right? That comes up. So true, Bonnie. Thank you. And now over to my beautiful sister.
Messages. What message is your soul trying to send to you? So in this process, I connect to your highest consciousness. I am not a psychic. I do have the ability I have feelings about things and a really good gut instinct, but I don't hear voices, sadly. So when I find a message for someone, it's you telling me, you are the powerful one. I am not. I am just using muscle testing, but I'll be doing it off screen. You won't see me doing it, to connect to your highest consciousness. And then your highest consciousness is going to guide me to where the messages are. I mean, my husband wishes I'd hear voices because it would really cut down on the expense of buying a lot of oracle card decks. Because I'm now up to 36, but I'm working my way up to 100. But these oracle card decks are where the messages are, and it's not a card. It can just be one single line in the book. But your highest consciousness is powerful enough to guide me to that very, very specific line. And then when you get the message, you don't just say, thank you very much for the message. Yes, that resonates. Great. Thanks very much. Bye. What do you do with that message? So it would be, if you don't do anything, it would be like going to the doctor with a sore knee and going, doctor, what can I do with my sore knee? And he said, well, it's inflamed. Take these anti-inflammatory pills, go home, put ice on it. And then after a week, start building up the muscles. So not doing anything with your message is like going home from the doctor's and not doing what the doctor said. Because what's going to happen? Your knee's going to get worse. And the messages are going to get stronger. And as you get older, they're going to get even stronger. And they can manifest into health issues. You can fall, whatever. But your highest consciousness will keep sending you the message until you listen. So as we've said before, Anya and I have had the honor and privilege of working together before in many past lives. And when we met, we kind of recognized each other, and it wasn't long before we both had the same feeling that there's something that we need to create. And it came together so easily and so quickly because we've done it before. What we have created, we've worked on many lifetimes, hundreds, if not thousands of years ago. And this is one of the things that we would like to share with you today, harmonic healing. So Anya, do you want to explain some more about our process?
We would love to, absolutely. And I just want to, I know there's a couple of you that need to go, and we thank you and honor you for joining us and being a part of this beautiful, beautiful experience. So thank you. So yes, harmonic healing, it truly was divinely guided and divinely orchestrated. We were just the instruments to put it together. It was incredible experience when Claire and I said yes to the divine to just download the information, download what needs to be created. We will facilitate the rest. And literally the universe gave us all this information. Surf the wave. This is the first module of the harmonic healing program. And the way this works is you have the opportunity to work with 2 master healers over a 4-week period. And we use our magic, our skills that we have used to assist many people to find healing, find growth, and to find their own inner medicine. So week 1 is See Me. That's the S in surf. And it is parts therapy hypnosis with myself. So we go within and we discover that profound wisdom within our bodies as we engage in a meaningful conversation with those parts of you that are holding those beliefs, that are wanting to stay where they are, and also have a conversation with those parts that want to help you move forward in the most beautiful way possible. And it's just about witnessing and understanding, what are these parts? What are they doing for me? When was this belief system placed into my belief system? And what are their roles in our lives? And so after week 1, then I hand it over to Claire, and week 2, uncover.
And the difference between this and doing these things separately is that I take what's found in the first week and apply it to week 2. So Anya's able to go deep into your subconscious, and then I take all that information and either do a body code balance or a soul elements past life healing balance, depending on where the root cause of the issue is. And then again, that information is passed back to Anya for week 3.
And week 3 is remember. The R in surf is remember. We remember the root cause of the experience that downloaded that belief into your subconscious mind. So we do use regression therapy, and we're able to journey back to the first time, the time and place that carries the first experience of that belief. We understand what was the purpose, what were the lessons of that experience, and we're able to then release those moments and that experience and that energy with compassion and understanding and healing. And then again, that information is shared with Claire, and that would bring us then to week 4.
And week 4 is a Psych K session, using all that information that we have found over the previous 3 weeks. And then we get to program brand new beliefs. So finding out the trauma and the old beliefs, we literally, with such a simple but powerful process, we create brand new beliefs in our subconscious mind, which you then get to take forward into your life and make a really big changes.
So as you see, this program, as it was divinely orchestrated and created, it has helped many clients find what they were looking for. This particular client shared this gorgeous testimonial with us, and we wanted to share it with all of you. If you are ready to let go of those old beliefs for healing and transformation, surf the wave is a beautiful modality to help you do that. And right now, this program is at a 30% off. As you see, the numbers are even divinely orchestrated as we were given this information.
So 11.
11. Yeah, exactly. So make your wish when you see those numbers, my friends.
Okay, but along with this, we also have a gift for you.
Yes. And we would like to invite you to experience more of working together as a collective in bringing in the light and understanding ourselves a little bit more, as that allows us to hold more light. And we're inviting everybody for our next month Brilliance Collective. It is a moment in time where we all get together as a group, and we will be leading a past life regression in our next month get together, which is the first Sunday of every month. So I believe that's next Sunday. And we would like to offer it to those of you first month free. So to come to join us, to explore a little bit more the work that we've done together here today, to explore those beliefs and see if they're rooted in a past life, see what comes up, to be taken to the perfect time and place that carries information to assist us in the best way to go forward. So we invite everybody to go on to brilliancehealingstudio.com. And there's a tab at the top that says the Brilliance Collective. You go ahead, and we would love to see you all there, to be a part of this group hypnosis, to travel to a past life. And then Claire will be able to then, for those who would like, to connect with your higher self and get messages on the purpose of seeing that past life.
So it would be amazing if you've had a very transformative experience during that regression. And I have worked with Anya with her regression therapy, and it is amazing. But to find out what's this message? What is this vision trying to tell me? And again, you can take that information and make positive changes in your life. So that is our gift to you today, to thank you for joining us on this beautiful Saturday.
Mm-hmm. So thank you so very, very much. I hope that these moments that we spent together were enlightening, informative, and brought you a little bit closer to you